Welcome to our channel. If you're a dog lover, you've probably heard some of these so-called facts about dogs that have been passed around for years. Like the idea that dogs can heal themselves by licking their wounds. Sounds convenient, right? But is it really true? Or how about the myth that dogs have an innate desire to please humans? Well, spoiler alert, that's not exactly how your furry friends operate. And here's one that sounds sweet. When a dog leans against you, it always means love. But what if it doesn't? What if there's more to it? In today's video, we're going to take a deep dive into these common dog myths and clear up the confusion once and for all. Whether you're a dog owner who wants to better understand your pup, or simply a dog lover who's curious about their behavior, you're in the right place. We'll be exploring scientific studies and expert opinions to separate fact from fiction and help you communicate more effectively with your canine companions. So before we jump into these surprising revelations, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way, you'll never miss a video that helps you better understand the quirks and mysteries of your furry friends. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming up. Now, let's get started and uncover the truth behind these popular dog myths. We've all heard the saying that all dogs can swim, but let's take a moment to really think about it. Sure, it sounds great, and you might imagine every dog joyfully paddling through the water. However, the truth is not all dogs are natural swimmers. Some breeds, like retrievers, are built for the water, thanks to their long legs and streamlined bodies, which help them glide through with ease. But there are plenty of breeds out there who struggle in the water, like bulldogs, pugs, and dachshunds. Why? Well, these dogs have physical traits that make swimming difficult. Bulldogs have heavy, muscular bodies that make it hard for them to stay afloat. Pugs have short legs and flat faces that limit their breathing. And dachshunds have long torsos and short legs, which makes them less buoyant. According to the American Kennel Club, AKC, not all dogs have the instinct to swim. In fact, for some, water can be a dangerous place. They tire easily, and without the proper support, can panic and even drown. The good news is that there's a simple way to ensure your dog's safety when it comes to water: life jackets. If your dog isn't a strong swimmer, don't assume they'll just figure it out. Gradual introductions to water, along with a properly fitted doggy life vest, are essential to keeping them safe. So, remember, not every dog is a water lover, and it's crucial to understand your dog's limitations before letting them jump in the pool. Here's a myth that may seem harmless at first, but it can lead to bigger problems: the idea that dogs heal themselves by licking their wounds. While it's true that dog saliva does contain mild antibacterial properties, the idea that licking is a self-healing process is actually quite far from the truth. In fact, excessive licking can make things much worse. Instead of promoting healing, constant licking can introduce more bacteria to the wound, which delays recovery and can even cause infections. We've all seen it before. Your dog keeps licking the same spot until it becomes raw and irritated. That's a sign of a serious problem, not a cure. Veterinarians strongly recommend taking action when your dog has a wound. Clean it, cover it, and use an Elizabethan collar, those cones of shame, to prevent your dog from further licking. Why? Because dogs don't have the self-awareness to stop licking before they cause damage. In fact, the habit can become compulsive, making the situation even worse. So, the next time your dog has a scratch or cut, it's time to step in and take proper care of it. While licking may feel like a natural remedy to your dog, it's a behavior that needs to be managed to avoid turning a small injury into something much worse. We all love a good hug, right? It's a universal sign of affection, and we naturally want to share that with our dogs. But what if we told you that not all dogs love being hugged? In fact, many dogs actually feel stressed or uncomfortable when you wrap your arms around them. According to a study from the University of British Columbia, most dogs show signs of anxiety when hugged. They may turn their heads away, lick their lips, or even yawn, common stress signals in dogs. It's not that they don't love you, but rather that they simply don't enjoy being confined or restricted in that way. Dogs communicate primarily through body language, and being hugged often feels like an invasion of their personal space. Imagine how you'd feel if someone approached you and squeezed you tightly without warning. Chances are you'd feel a bit anxious too. Instead of hugging, There are plenty of other ways to show affection that your dog will truly appreciate. Belly rubs, ear scratches, or just sitting next to them on the couch can go a long way in expressing your love. By respecting their personal space and showing affection in ways they enjoy, you'll build an even stronger bond with your dog. Have you ever heard someone say that when a dog walks through a door ahead of you, it's a sign that they're trying to assert dominance? Well, let's clear that up right now. It's simply not true. While some people believe that dogs who rush through doorways before their owners are trying to take charge, the reality is much more straightforward. Dogs are naturally excited and curious, so they often just move faster when they see a door opening. There's no hidden power struggle at play. They're simply eager to explore the next thing. In fact, there's no scientific evidence linking doorway behavior to dominance. Dogs rushing ahead is more about their excitement and enthusiasm than trying to establish their position in the pack. If your dog tends to bolt through doors, it's a sign that they're excited to go on an adventure, not a sneaky attempt to assert control. However, if you'd like to encourage more polite behavior at doorways, you can train your dog to wait for a cue before exiting. It's a simple way to show leadership and establish better control, but it's not about trying to battle for dominance. The idea that dogs obey out of pure love is a common myth, but the truth is they follow commands because they've learned it leads to rewards, like treats, attention, or avoiding something unpleasant. Research from the University of Vienna confirms that dogs are motivated by positive reinforcement, not an innate desire to please. So when your dog listens, it's because they've learned that good things happen when they follow your commands. It's a common belief that growling should be punished to prevent aggression, but that's a harmful misconception. Growling is simply a dog's way of warning you that they're uncomfortable or feeling threatened. Punishing them for this can teach them to skip the warning and go straight to biting. Research from the American Veterinary Society shows that punishing growling actually increases aggression. Instead of punishing, address the cause of the growl and help your dog feel safe to prevent real aggression later. Many people suggest letting a dog sniff your hand first, but this can make some dogs feel nervous. A sudden hand in their face might feel invasive. Experts recommend standing still, avoiding direct eye contact, and letting the dog approach you on their own terms. This allows them to initiate the interaction and builds trust, creating a more comfortable meeting. Leaning can be a sign of love, but it's not always about affection. Some dogs lean because they're anxious, need reassurance, want attention, or even to claim space. Research from the American College of Veterinary Behaviorists shows that leaning can express different emotions. Always observe your dog's body language to understand the true meaning behind their lean, whether it's love, anxiety, or something else entirely. Thanks for watching and joining us in debunking these common dog myths. We hope this clears up some of the confusion and helps you better understand your furry friends. Remember, dogs are unique individuals, and knowing the truth behind their behavior can make a huge difference in building a stronger, more positive relationship with them. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about how to better communicate with your dog, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Got any other dog myths you want us to tackle? Drop them in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Until next time, take care of your pups and keep learning together.